Sometimes it becomes necessary to receive items to a purchase order where the line items have been closed in error. This happens occasionally when somebody types in the wrong amount, or they close it prematurely, or we have more than one receipt and it over receives by 10%. The system will allow a variance of up to 10%. So we could have received, let's say, 100 of something, and then a week later received 10 more on the same purchase order, and we would accept it. That's our standards. Anyway, to find out or to do something like that, let's go into procurement and go to purchase orders. And let's say we wanted to receive to this purchase order right here, the one I have highlighted. If you notice, it says receiving complete, and it's a status 40. If we drill down on this purchase order and we look at the items, and let's take the bottom or the second line item here, do a display inventory transaction history, we'll see that an RP was done, but the quantity was 0. The amount was 0. For some reason, this purchase order was received complete with 0 quantity being received, which of course is an error. To solve this problem, we do the same thing we do to the we click on the details. Let's go right to the right one. Let's say continue. Click on the proper purchase order. Go to items. Highlight the item, do a right mouse click and go to maintain, and we can reopen for receiving. Now notice at the end over here the status of 50. If we do a reopen right here, if we do a reopen to a for receiving, the reference number, the comments, etc. are not requirements. You can put information there if you want, or you simply click continue. Click continue again. It'll ask you to confirm the post. You say confirm post. Now if we notice, it still says receiving complete, but we haven't refreshed the screen. Pressing F5 will refresh the screen. If you notice, that purchase order has been changed to a receiving started, a status 30. Now we could double click on that item or that purchase order, go to items, highlight that line item. Notice that the status is now 40. Maintain. We can do a receive here. We could do a receiving complete, which would do all of it. But anyway, let's go to receive. We could receive the stock. We've seen this before. Let's receive the stock. The quantity of 100. Set to complete. Continue. That's okay. It's going to be over received. That's okay. It's only a warning. Continue. Do an F5. And once again, now it's put back to receiving complete. If we double click on this line, on this order, go to the items, highlight that line item, right mouse click, display inventory transaction history. We shall see that today, right there, we received 100. And that closed the purchase order line item. That's how you reopen a purchase order line item for receiving.